All right, start talking because I got to shut that down.
Hey, everybody, how's it going? Y'all ready to talk some sister wives?
You can keep talking. I got to turn this chicken down.
All right. Oh, chicken. Fantastic.
Well, I was making it for the dog.
Ah, even better.
Yeah.
Hello to
How
the
you doing?
chat.
How you doing? How's everybody doing? Happy Sister Wives.
Yeah, happy sister wives to you too. This one's been woo.
Did you see Sundays? Was there one on Sunday? Because that was the one where they bury him, right?
Yes, and I think we're going from that right into the tell-alls. Oh my gosh.
Oh, really? The next week's the tell-all?
Yeah.
Ooh. But I think that the service was really nice.
Yeah.
And I think everybody behaved themselves and everything.
For the most part.
What did I miss, man? Because I kind of do everything half-assed right now. How is everybody doing in the chat?
No, nobody really acted out or anything. It's just Cody and his usual nonsense. I mean, making it all about him.
I didn't really catch that so much. I mean, I don't know. Again, I was doing something when I was watching. I saw him and his brother and his brother-in-law. They were burying. They were digging.
They were digging the hole.
Hey, Renelle, how you doing, Renelle? Hey, Copper Crown, Yvonne, how is everybody? Impossible Girl, Fits and Giggles. How is everybody?
If you guys have not seen the latest Sister Wives yet, there's going to be spoilers in here, just so you know.
Oh, thanks for that. Thanks, because I don't even think of that stuff. Sorry about that. Cody is all about Cody, Yvonne says.
Yeah, it is all about Cody. I mean, at first I thought, okay, when he wants to dig that hole, that's great. That's something right there. But he did it just for the show. I mean, if you really pay attention, he had them other two fellas.
What's going on in your background, man? What's going on in your background? Why you got lights flashing behind your head?
Oh, the kid told me I needed to be more, YouTube. I needed a better situation. You don't like it? I can
No.
that.
I just wanted to know what it is.
No, it's just I've got a little a lamp back there behind my sign.
Okay.
The light is on the sign. It says, amazingly enough, I don't give a shit. Hey.
Very cool.
The personality.
Very
cool. But if it's bothering you guys, let me know. I can turn it off.
Oh, it's not bothering me. I was just wondering what it was.
Yeah, it's just a little lamp that changes colors. And it's a Bluetooth speaker as well, so I can get it to flash to the beat of some music.
Aren't you so cool? H&R Puffin Stuff, Toddy. I did a TikTok just for you. Did you, Copper Crown, with H&R Puffin Stuff? Are you too young for H&R Puffin Stuff? Do you know what I'm talking about, Jamie?
Yeah, I love H&R Puffin Stuff, but I am a little bit too old for TikTok. I don't have that, as a shame.
Well, I don't really have. I mean, I have TikTok, but I'm not really active on it. But send me the link to that, Copper Crown. I want to see my H&R Puffin Stuff. Anyway, so this thing with so you were saying, so he was digging the grave and
it was just a way to turn it all about him. He had his uncles there. I think
his uncle I thought it was his brother and brother-in-law.
His brother and one uncle, and they were the ones that were basically doing all the digging. He was just sitting there, And then the way he reacted when who was it Peyton, I think, when he was trying to get up after they'd put the urn in the ground, went to offer him a hand and he was just like, no. I just thought that was so rude. Like,
man. I didn't see that. I didn't. Yeah, so that part I didn't see. I don't check my Instagram, to be honest with you. My Instagram is I don't think I have a Toddy One Skip Instagram. Well, I might, but I'm not active on it as far as my YouTube channel and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm answering questions.
No, you're fine.
Okay, Retired Sam says that was Logan, yo. That was Logan.
Right.
Okay. So hi Kathleen, hi Retired Sam, love Shaq Sarah, yo.
Absolutely. Okay, it was Logan. All right.
Tried to help Cody up. Right. And Cody didn't even take his one son's hand. Is that what you're telling me?
He refused to even take his hand. He was like, no, I don't need help.
You think you'd be reaching out to your son right now?
Exactly.
That's great. Thank you, Millie the Mermaid. That's nice. I'm glad.
Like any of them. I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, like you would think that. I
Especially
want.
since, in my opinion, Cody's like, it's so symbolic that I'm digging the hole. It's like, baby, you put him in the ground. It's my
Oh, I don't
opinion.
think
You're the
that.
reason.
I don't believe that. I
You
don't think
don't
so.
think so? I think he had a lot to do with it.
Well,
Absolutely.
I don't think that's fair to say because
well, I mean, he was struggling with addiction, so
it's more
there
than
was
that. Like that's a horrible. I think that's honestly like I have a problem when Katie Katie Joy Polson says that. I just think that's well out of line. We don't know everything, and here's what we do know. Here's the facts. The facts are there's 18 children. One of them took his life. One of them out of 18. Not that's certainly not the majority. Most of them have all adjusted very, very well. There was a lot of things. I think with Garrison, I think it was a perfect storm, but I don't think anybody should blame it on any one person at all. I do think that Cody feels responsible for what he feels responsible for. And I think everybody kind of feels responsible for the part that they played. Even, Mary supposedly wasn't so kind to the kids. I'm sure she's feeling something there. So I think that there's just a bunch of stuff going on.
Well, I didn't see Mary at that fishing trip, so I'm not sure if she went to that. I don't remember seeing her there.
I saw the fishing trip with the grandchildren. Cody will have his own cross to carry. I believe that.
That's true. He will. He absolutely will.
I believe that we see the I don't think Cody handled a lot of everything right. That's for sure. That's for
absolutely.
Sure. But
Love Shack Sarah. I see that. Absolutely.
I can't go as far as to say tell the story. Gabe corrects it, but to show his face bleeding was wrong.
You're talking about when he got the bloody nose, and Cody was like, it was just so dry that his nose was bleeding.
That's what he said.
And then Gabriel comes up and he's like, I actually gave him that bloody nose, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
It's
they said that she wasn't there. She was at the funeral though, Mary.
Yeah, she did go to the funeral, yes.
Yeah, yes. I think Mary was stricter with the kids. I definitely think she was stricter with the kids. And she might not have had all of the mothering, nurturing instinct.
No, I think out of all of them that Mary had the least mothering. Not that she was a bad mom. I just think she had the least nurturing ability.
She also, had I'm sure resentment because she couldn't have more kids. And I know at one point they wanted more.
Yeah.
At one point, even I think that it was even after Robin joined the crew that Cody was asking Mary if they wanted to do right.
Yep, it was. But at that point, the way he was parading Robin around and showing,
I think she was the one that was going to carry the kid and everything. Remember?
Yeah. I mean, no.
So, yeah, that's a good thing that didn't happen.
Absolutely.
I hate the way Katie Joy is attacking the family. I agree.
Yeah.
I totally
Renelle
agree.
Smith. I don't think she did.
That wasn't Renelle that put that there. What are you reading that Renelle wrote?
About Mary always wanting to be the head matriarch?
I didn't think that. I thought Robin did.
Yeah.
Well, at the beginning, no, I think Mary did but she was the number one wife. She was the first wife, right?
Well, I thought Janelle was first. No, not Janelle.
Mary's first. Mary, Janelle, and then Mary, Janelle, and then Christine.
Oh,
and
all right,
then and then it was because Christine always wanted to be the third wife.
Okay. All right.
She just didn't want a fourth wife.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
I started watching about season 4, so that's where I really jumped in on that.
What's that?
I started watching SisterWives I caught up about season 4. That's where I jumped in.
Oh, really? You should watch. Have you read the book?
No.
There is a book.
I did not know there was a book.
Really? Yeah, there is a book on where they all wrote it. They all wrote parts to the book and stuff.
Oh, fantastic. I'll definitely have to check this out.
Mary was the one that was legally married to yeah, so that's why she's the first wife.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Because hit the like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Absolutely. I appreciate that. I put up my birthday thing, guys. You gonna come to my birthday bash? I put up the time.
Yeah, you know I'll be there.
Well, it's an open panel. You can jump on. Wish me a happy birthday. Yo.
Yep.
And
you took away
Into the Weeds podcast. You got to check them out. Check them out. They cover a lot of different things. They're military broadcast radio. They got great music that you've not heard anywhere else before.
And fantastic interviews, just a variety of different subjects. Love
them. They interviewed me once upon a time ago. We also did a game show. That was
hilarious.
We're going to do another one. I think so.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I think we're working on another one. I'm hoping so.
Right. So what did you guys think about the urn? Anybody?
I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. That I saw. Too. I thought it did look like a Viking ship. It really was a beautiful urn.
It absolutely was. And then the way the homie showed up with the Hawaiian shirt and shorts on, that was absolutely perfect. Yeah. I love that. It was so fitting for Garrison, I think.
I agree. I think that there's a lot to the problem that happened, in my opinion, was, so this is like a problem that I have when it comes to religion, certain religions and how they dictate. Because I think that a lot of why Cody couldn't just come out and say, hey, listen, I didn't know what love was until, I met Robin, and I'm sorry. And I know that that's painful. And I think because he was trying to reach for something on a religious plane.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's no excuse for what he did, but it makes you understand a little bit better as to why it wasn't so easy for him to just, say, because there was more involved in just, the religion was involved in letting down his God and stuff. I got to give them something. Otherwise, he's going to continue to bark. She's playing with him. It's nice that they're playing, but
yeah,
I wish, and I wouldn't mind letting him bark because of the people upstairs. I had to make a complaint again, but then it's going to interrupt us. So I don't know. Right. Let's see what happens. I know he's going to start barking, but
we're good. Well, let me let's see. I saw some comments here about the cats. I think Gabe has the cats, right?
Yeah, so I believe that that he had a couple cats. That a few of them went to different. I don't know that they all went together, but okay. I think family members each. I think there's a couple family members that got involved and took some cats.
Right. Well, and I know Gabe has at least one. And Cherokee girl, darling, what are you doing? Are you watching us from the bathtub? Because you should be right now. Our weather radio's out in Tennessee, so.
What do you have in tornadoes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Got to tell 1980 millennial that I'll see her hatch risk, and I will upgrade her a snapshot of Ryan Hall showing my town.
So, do you have one of those tornado shelter things, or do you have a basement?
No. I have a crawl space under the house. I really wish I could dig like a Hobbit hole style shelter, but honestly, I just get in the closet with the motorcycle helmet on, and I have the cat getting a little carrier in there with some food and treats and stuff. Pray it's not my time.
There you go. So, how many times are you affected by the tornadoes and stuff like a year?
Oh. Well, we get tornado warnings pretty often. I would say up until June, from February to June, and then again from August up until maybe November. It's pretty bad tornadoes, and we'll get them once every 2 weeks or so. But in the springtime, it's every other day almost, and it's beautiful outside. The skies are blue. A tornado was on both sides of our town, and here it's just beautiful.
Wow.
So yeah, it's crazy. They'll just pop up. Those are the scariest ones when they just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah, but one time, I know this is totally off topic.
Right.
One time I was driving an RV, like a legitimate one that I rented from like that rental. Yeah. So, and I was, was I towing my car behind me? Maybe I wasn't towing the car, but anyway, it was a nice size one. It was like a 27-foot, something like that.
Right.
And I was on a bridge.
Oh.
And it was in Florida, and all of a sudden, like it was blue skies.
Right.
All of a sudden, you literally felt the RV go from that lane to that lane, and it was just like picked up and put. And I had no. That scared the hell out of me because I like had no control over that. I didn't even see it coming.
That's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrifying. Yeah, and sometimes we'll just get winds like that'll blow us around. I remember once I was riding my little scooter, my little 50cc Honda Metro, and I was on like a 4-lane road, which is the busiest road here, and a big gust of wind came and it blew me. Like I was trying so hard to stay in one lane, it blew me all the way across. I had to get on the sidewalk and come back home at like 12 miles an hour. It was insane.
Wow. 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 So there's people from California here. Hey, Laura.
Yeah.
Love Shack Sarah.
Yeah. Copper Crown. We had an earthquake here the other day. I'm a little worried that New Madrid fault lines
Laura,
waking up here.
Crafted Evidence podcast. Yeah, I don't like those things at all. Into the weeds.
So glad to see everybody here.
Buttons B. Sean, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. Buttons B. Sean Freeze. That's a dog, Did you really? She asked. Did you really about the earthquake?
Yeah. It was about a 5.5, I think. It's probably like 70 miles away from us, but I definitely felt it. I have some crystal tassels that hang on a lamp, and they just rattled. It's crazy.
What did So what do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna come of How do you think is Sister Wives? Are they coming back after this season or no?
I don't think so. I think that's done.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think there's anything more really to see in regards to Sister Wives. As far as I want them all to make it. I think that they could all do stuff on like TikTok and YouTube and
and I read I can't remember where I read it, but I think McKelty was offered a spinoff show. I don't know. That's just rumor. That's not been confirmed.
Really,
McKelty? I would watch that. Yeah, I would watch that for sure.
That's the one with the kids.
Yeah.
The one with all the kids and her husband has long hair. Tony, is that his name?
Tony, yep. I would totally watch that.
Yeah, I could see that. She's funny.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
And I was so great to see some of these OG kids in this episode too. At the funeral. I was glad to see some of these original kids in this episode too. Come to the funeral, like Leon and such. Oh, so tickled to see Leon.
Who didn't didn't everybody show up or no?
I
don't think one of Robin's kids showed up, right? The son. What's her oldest son's name?
No, yeah, the oldest son. No, I can't remember his name. Gosh, which is a shame because he's precious.
He lives with his dad now, I heard.
Yeah. Well, he's over 18, so.
Yeah, but supposedly his dad was horrible. So that goes to show you maybe he wasn't so horrible. I think Robin has a lot of friggin' Dayton. That's his name. Thank you.
Dayton, yes. Yeah. Robin has a lot of nerve, is what she has. When she meowed at Cody on that horse, y'all.
I thought that was bad taste too. Yeah. I thought she said yum.
No, she meowed at him like meow.
She's terrible. She is hard. She knew exactly. She knew exactly what she was doing when she got into this marriage. I think that they had relations before, and I think that before
Cody introduced her to the other wives.
No, I think that before they got married, that they had relations before they got married.
Probably.
And I think that Cody totally manipulated Mary into that divorce.
Absolutely.
And I think Mary, you know, had I understand why Mary went looking for somebody else to give her attention, because Cody had shut all those other women down except Robin.
Yep.
Oh, she's a master manipulator. Buttons.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. She is just, yeah, absolutely.
Right. And it's so hard watching her, because like I ran the whole gamut of emotions during this
She
last
meowed and
episode.
said yummy. She's, yeah, so she did. What? So apparently
she
she
did
did
say
both.
yummy. Oh, she meowed
Apparently
and said
Love
yummy.
Shack Sarah
Okay.
said, yeah, so.
I probably checked out after the meow. I was probably hollering at the TV. Like, I'm no
And I
kidding.
just didn't hear the meow because that was like, that would be cringy for me.
Right. It's just crazy. I forgot where I was going.
You were just we were talking about.
I ran the entire gamut of emotions at this funeral. I mean, I was bawling, just completely bawling. And then when Robin reached down and tossed that dirt in on Garrison, I wanted to jump through the TV
Like she
and
had
just
no
punch
business. I'm
her.
sure. Yeah, I bet you that Janelle, right? You're welcome,
Oh
Laura.
yeah.
Laura, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that
Mm-hmm.
It
Yep.
it makes you wonder if he really is going to reach out, Cody. If he really is going to reach out to his other, I heard that to reach out to his other children. I heard that Gwendolyn reached out to him after the service and asked if she could come over, and they did.
Yeah.
I wanted to pick up some dirt and throw it at Robin. That's what Button says.
Right?
That would have been funny, but not. I mean, it would have been, but you know what I mean.
Right. I was just, I don't know. Oh gosh, Peyton broke my heart. Peyton broke my heart when he was throwing those dog tags in there. You know, I've got you, you've got mine, I've got yours, you've got mine. Oh my goodness, you guys, that was.
So he took his brothers and he threw his in there.
His dog tags, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and then the salute. I just broke down.
Yeah, that's the thing that, people, that's what people need to understand, is that a family lost a family member, right?
Yeah.
So a child died. And I think, again, and this isn't about you, but to be honest, I just think that it's really bad to say things, about how Cody caused this. And I just think that that's too much to throw on somebody, especially again, like those kids are pretty well adjusted. You can't tell me those kids aren't well adjusted.
That's true. They are.
Those kids are pretty well adjusted, and they have changed their gender and have continued to be loved and felt
thriving. Yeah.
And actually felt safe and actually felt safe in being who they were and are to their parents. And I think that says something. And there's a majority, there's more of those kids than there are of what happened to Garrison.
Right.
I do think that Garrison, it was just a combination of a bunch of stuff.
Probably.
Kathy
Hannah, hey girl. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what I think. And I think that, I don't know, I just feel like we have two things on social media. We have two things, we could do on social media. We could perpetrate, the negative, which I guess I do with Gypsy, but I'm just trying to expose the truth about her. The fact that I'm having fun doing it, because you can't keep up with all of her shit.
Right.
And then, listen, I wouldn't find it funny at all if, God forbid, something were to happen to Aurora.
No, and I'm a little bit worried about
I
that. She
wouldn't
keeps
turn
mentioning
around and
sins a
say,
little bit
I
too much
wouldn't
for my
turn around and
liking.
say, look, Gypsy, you deserve that. I wouldn't. And
No,
I don't think anybody else would.
no.
And I don't know. I guess that's kind of what I hear when people blame Cody. Like, it's like, yeah,
Right.
he didn't do it. He didn't. And there's there, you know, nobody deserves that, right? Nobody
Right.
deserves that. So
Right.
I don't know.
That's honest.
I don't want
I do judge Cody, to be honest. I do.
to.
You know, I think
You
that's
can
just a
judge him.
personal
Listen,
reason
I
because
get it. You can judge him. I just think it's really hard to blame him. Like, I don't think it's up to us to blame him, because I think somewhere inside him, he's blaming himself for it. I
I'm
really
sure
do
he is.
believe that, because we liked Cody once upon a time ago. We
I
liked
never
him.
liked Cody.
Really? So I
No.
liked him, but you only started watching him in
At
season 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really did. I saw that he loved Christine. I saw that he loved Janelle. I saw that he loved Mary. I saw that once upon a time
But it
ago,
was
a long
so
time
easy
ago.
for him to say he didn't.
Yeah, because I'm telling you that, and this isn't an excuse, this is a reason. There is no excuse. The reason is, I really think it's because he was struggling with the religious part of it, because it connects him to going to heaven. All these women connect him to going to heaven.
That's true.
And that's all he believed, and that's the way he was brought up. So not only did he have to say, oh shit, you know, I don't even want to be with these women. It's not even that he wanted to sleep and screw these women. He didn't. He didn't. All he wanted to do was be friends with them. So, to be honest, I mean, I think that he couldn't articulate it. And I think that he didn't have the tools in his toolbox to handle that better. And I think that he knew he was gaslighting. Don't get me wrong. I'm not excusing him 100%. No way am I excusing him 100%. But I think when it all started, he didn't know how to take responsibility. He didn't know what to do with everything. And instead of trying to figure it out, he just went ahead and found ways to blame it. When he said, it's not my fault, ask yourself why I don't love you. No, there was nothing that woman could do. But the truth in that is, there was nothing that woman could do. That's not why you didn't love her. Why you didn't love her was because you loved Robin.
Yeah.
And you can't help how you feel.
Right.
You can't help
that
how
happens.
you feel. So, and I think he just didn't know what to do with that. But I do think that he could have handled it better. And I think if he were to do it again, like he says, I don't want to be. He says, I want to be monogamous. Will you accept me for being monogamous? Right? Yeah. I got to give them something. So
right.
I'm giving it to you, buddy. I'm giving it to you. You give me a hard way to go. You win all the time. You sister, here you go. You work hard for the both of you. Here you go.
Got to give the babies the treats. Hey, Laura, good to see you.
There you go. There you go, Daddy.
Yeah.
There you go, baby.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he only wanted Robin as soon as he met her.
Well, they called her the trophy wife, right?
Well, yeah, she acts like the trophy wife.
Well, those women, and I don't have anything to say. I think that all those women are beautiful, to be honest with you. I do. Robin was younger and a lot more fit, but she also lived a completely different life than the other women did. So I think Christine is beautiful. I think Janelle is beautiful. I think Mary is beautiful. I don't like Robin at all, because I don't like who she is. And I especially didn't like when Robin had said to Cody, and I appreciated Cody saying this, especially on live TV, when he said it on TV. I think that when it was exposed that Robin had said to Cody, if you ever fall out of love with me, don't go through the motions. Just let me go. She asked him, she said, please don't do that to me. But it was okay that she allowed her friend, Mary to go through that. See, all she wanted Mary for was when she wanted Mary. She only wanted Mary for when she wanted Mary.
Right.
Just a friendship because she has no friends. This woman's in her something 30s or 40s now. She has no friends.
Completely isolated. Yep. And now her biggest thing, even in the Garrison tribute episode, was talking about how she just, she missed the wives. It's like, girl, come on.
She missed the wives. She missed their money.
Their money, absolutely.
She missed their money.
Yeah.
Because again, she came into this marriage. She came into this marriage with debt and children.
Yep.
That's what she did.
And they're raising those children the way Cody treats those children versus the rest of them. That's what infuriates me so much.
But he treated those kids really good when he did treat his kids
until Robin's kids came along. Until Robin's kids came along.
I don't know. I mean,
well, when COVID happened, that's what.
Yeah, I think that the COVID thing was the thing, and I think that it didn't help that he didn't want to. He didn't want to be intimate with these women, and he didn't know how to say it until they said it to him. Like, is this it? Yeah. Is this it? And I think he just wanted. I think he. I don't know. There's a lot of fucking kids. You know what I mean? And you're one dad, and there's a lot of kids. I don't watch. I don't really watch the kids all that much. Yvonne, I don't really watch the kids all that much. I know that Gwen went to go see her dad after Garrison.
I don't know. I think it's pretty telling when I think it was Madison when Madison was talking to Leon and referred to him as Cody, not Dad, Cody. I thought that was pretty telling.
Really?
Because I remember the moment when my daughter stopped calling her father Dad and started referring to him by his first name.
Right.
So, I mean, just from personal experience, I think that's why I at Cody so much,
Yeah. Well, I think that there's probably some of those kids that, because of the anger over the loss of their brother, right?
I'm sure.
Aren't seeing him in much favor. But that's totally different than a bunch of strangers on YouTube passing judgment, in my opinion.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say what you want. Let me say what I want about my family, but don't you say it. You know what I'm saying?
So, I'm like that too. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Laura. I don't think he wants anything other than monogamy. I think he said that. He said that. So my kids, you know what they got as treats?
What'd you give them?
They got. So I pulsated like green beans, right? Like I took green beans and I pulsated green beans, so that's like soup and pumpkin, and I froze it in marrow bones, like in the So because they both have had a stomach ache now, I think that Milo gave Danny issues. So that's
gosh. Dealing with that on top of the move right now, right?
Well, they don't even know about the move yet, to be honest, because I haven't done anything towards the move.
Right.
I mean, like I told Milo, but I don't know. He might know the word, but Danny, I don't think Danny knows the word. I mean, like the house looks the same. I haven't really done anything. So.
Oh, you haven't? See, the other day when Milo was sickly, I wondered if he could sense that there was something going down.
I haven't packed anything or anything like that, because here's the thing. So now for I work tonight and then I'm off the next week. So I figure, and I was really tired, and I had like my own, like I had that bad headache.
Right.
And I've been sneezing a lot.
I've been under the weather too. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's horrible. So, so I'm working tonight and then I'm off the next week, and I figure that's when I'll start like packing up stuff, because then I'll be home.
Right.
Like I'll be home to sleep. I won't be taking off. They won't be freaking out.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Danny knows what's going on either, even though I've told her. But yeah, her stomach was bad out there earlier. So,
well, that'll be really good for them then, the pumpkin and such, for sure.
well, there's messages here. Thank you, Ivana. That's great. Let me see. Cody should have to the other wives. He didn't love them anymore. Instead of leading them on an email. I agree.
Yep.
I agree that he should have.
That was awful to tell somebody, you know, that I never loved you. Like, goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
that was absolutely horrible. It was almost like he did them a favor. That was absolutely
right.
Yeah.
And see, another thing that really bothered me was when he was talking about how much the brothers were doing at the funeral. And he's like, I was the first one to hold him. Like, let me do.
Right.
Those boys pretty much, I mean, those other older boys raised him. You know.
Yeah, but none of them complained about what kind of dad he was when they were younger.
Right.
Seriously, like when you
should
check out the first couple seasons.
Oh, I went back and watched them after I saw season 4.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, so you saw season 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, I went back and watched it.
Okay, cool. So did you not see that he was a different, he was different?
By that time I was already I had an opinion, you know.
Okay, I understand.
I was seeing everything he did in a different light.
Yeah, well, he's very vain, as we know.
Very vain. I used to say Carly Simon wrote that song about me, but I don't think so. Pretty sure she wrote that about Cody.
She actually wrote that song. Do you know who she wrote that song about?
No.
She wrote that song about Warren Beatty.
Really?
The actor Warren Beatty. They used to date. I thought it was Mick Jagger. I thought it was James Taylor.
Right.
Warren Beatty. She finally came out with it. Yeah.
That's great. Beatty. I could see that, though. I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Warren Beatty. The wife did not complain about his parenting, but what about the kids? I never heard them complain about his parenting back then. And somebody mentioned, and you're right, somebody meant the Truly thing was not good. It was not only that, but the worst thing that I think Cody did, in my eyes, honestly, and because I saw this, was when one of his daughters, I forget the one's name, the one with the spinal surgery.
Had to have the surgery, yep.
And not only didn't he go, but then he made her feel bad. Like, you're not going to give me a hard time. You're not going to be one of those kids that resents it forever, are you? Like, well, now she can't, can she? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can speak from personal experience on that, because for the exact same situation, they do resent it forever.
And, I get that. Which kid was it that had that surgery?
Oh, gosh, there's so many. I'm trying to remember her name.
There's only 18 kids. What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, right.
Isabel,
yeah. Isabel.
Yeah. Thank you, retired Sam. Thank you, Babs. Kathy Hannah, how you doing? Lilac Hamster. Gwendolyn spoken about Cody being physically abusive to her, as has Peyton. I haven't heard that. Isabel.
I've not heard that either.
Yeah, Isabel. Okay. Logan was more a dad during the younger years. Cody wanted to be a fun dad. I think that definitely the kids 1000% helped raise their younger siblings.
Yeah.
Absolutely so. So. There's a bunch of religion meshed in this, and that's where I just can't really go, because I don't have those beliefs. Cody doesn't have those beliefs anymore either. He struggles with that. And, I feel bad about that, because I know what it's like to have a struggle with faith,
Yeah. Absolutely. And I try to remember to give him grace, because it's a father who's lost his son. I try to remember that.
So this is interesting. Courting another wife while Christine was pregnant was a dirty dog move. Truly's born, and he ditched her for Robin's horse. Okay,
almost immediately.
So I got something to say about this. Love Shack Sarah. So in the polygamous lifestyle, this is going to happen a lot, because there's going to be a lot of pregnant. Yes, there is, because there's going to be a lot of pregnant kids. Those kids aren't quite a year apart, so he's screwing everybody. So I guess the problem that you're saying is he should have waited to start courting because Christine was pregnant. Christine totally got shafted because at the wedding and everything, I mean, they went on a really large honeymoon and shit, and everybody bowed for Robin. Everybody kind of made room and bowed for Robin. So I just, I don't know how much about the religion is involved in that statement. That's the only thing that I have. I don't understand how, the more children and the more wives you have, you get to heaven. The more wives you have, you get to heaven. I kind of understand the children as far as you're going to build your own,
your kingdom or whatever.
But yeah, the other part, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I would think that'd be the other way around.
Immediately, he was kissing Robin while Christine was in labor. Yeah. He handled it totally incorrectly and wrong.
Yeah.
And I think that if he could do it I think if he could do it again, he would do it differently. And listen, I'm not a fan of Cody's. I'm not. I think that he, I think that when he turned around and said it's like a knife in the kidneys, and basically seriously was saying that that it was their fault for not loving them and saying horrible things about Christine.
Yeah.
First of all, that's the mom of your kids. You can't take that back now. I would hope at some point he apologized to them. What do you think's going to happen with did they come to terms with what was going on with the property, or is that still something that they're still
they sold that, I think.
Did they sell the property?
Yeah, they sold that, and I think that Mary and Janelle got their funds out of it.
Fair share? Good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Good. That needed to happen. That's only fair. They needed to do that. I thought it would be fair. I'll tell you why, because Christine, they did fairly.
Yeah, they did.
They did fairly with Christine. So I thought, well, if they're coming to the end of their monies.
Well, Mary had to get a lawyer involved for anything to happen.
Well, I don't blame her because I don't know, I don't know.
Proud of her for that.
Yeah, I understand this, but I don't understand it.
You're right, Love Shack Sarah. And that's crazy they were so terrified to die from COVID. But remember when everybody had measles because they weren't vaccinated? Like, what? And then you're going to be terrified.
No, I think COVID was an excuse for him.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Robin ate that up. Like, I get him all to myself.
Yeah, no, she's so, and the worst bit about Robin is kind of like the gypsy thing. It's like she thinks she's got us fooled. Like we're so stupid.
Right?
Yeah, we're not that stupid.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
So next week you said is the tell-all.
The tell-all starts next week. I can't wait for that. Although I think it's crazy we went right from the tribute episode from the funeral right to this. I wish we would have had a little bit of a buffer, to be honest, but sometimes it's like that.
What do you think about this past season?
I mean, the first part of it was a little bit of a letdown, I thought, but then after it really got going, after they started talking about Garrison, that it really ramped up. Yeah,
so you could see why they wouldn't have another season.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing going on there.
There's nothing to happen at this point. Yeah. I don't even think they want to talk to each other. I mean, of course, you've got, Christine and Janelle. They're buddies.
But they're not even living in the same part of the country anymore.
Right. They're pretty far away.
Yeah.
But I think they vacation together.
They do. They do. They could do a show together, like a cooking show. Where
I would love that.
On like YouTube together, just from far away, like cooking,
Yeah. See, I love seeing those women come into their own after all this, but I wish they wouldn't do it with these MLMs. I wish they would do it something honest, like cooking or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. According to McKelty, they're filming season 20.
Really? I've not heard that. I wonder if that's going to be
interested in the Hey, how you doing, Jay? What's going
Hey,
on?
what's going
Who would have
on?
ever thought you'd be over here, Jay? We're talking about sister wives. Guilty of crime, guys. Check Jay out. Guilty of crime. She's covering and doing a great job covering the Maddie Soto case. Like,
Very
she
much
is
so.
on that, man. She is on that.
And that's a rough one. So kudos to you, Jay. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
she's
Woo.
been on top of that one. She knows all about
Absolutely.
that case, man. She knows all about it. So
I wonder if they're focusing more on McKelty, and that's where the rumor of them having the spinoff show came from.
yeah, they're saying Babs K. Yes, she said she's filming it.
Ooh. All right. Well,
Oh, 90 Day Fiance. We should do something together with 90 Day Fiance, Jay. I love that show. That's like my guilty pleasure.
I would love seeing y'all do that. Yes. I didn't know you watched Sister Wives in 90 Day, Jay.
That reality TV.
It'll suck you right in, won't it?
It is. It is. It is. Oh, so there's a few people that are saying they heard about the spinoff.
Okay, so y'all have heard about it as well then. Okay. Huh. Well.
All right, man. We definitely will. Reach out to me. We'll definitely do it. That'll be fun. I will love that. I would love that, Jay. I'm happy for Christine's happiness as well.
Yeah. I love David. I think he's great.
Yeah, but what a sad thing. Like, you got to give him kudos, right? Because
absolutely,
like his wife unalived herself.
Mm-hmm.
And how many kids does he have? 8?
Yeah, there's several.
And he raised those kids on his own. He raised
so much respect
kids.
for that, so much respect.
Exactly. And she wanted a bald guy with who rode a motorcycle.
Yeah,
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Who would have thought that? She wanted the exact opposite
of Cody,
right?
Yep. We've all been there.
So what are we reading here? Thank you.
Oh, I have missed what's going on
passed
there.
Away, I guess. I'm really sorry
so
about
sorry.
that. Really sorry about that. Did you watch the Gypsy Rose episode last night? Did you see that?
That was great.
Where do you watch it from? I watch it from Rumble, from Night Combos.
No, I don't watch it on. I'll find somebody who's commenting on it on YouTube and just watch it through there.
Oh, so you don't watch the show? Do you watch it in its entirety on YouTube though?
No, I can't watch the 90 Day in the entirety.
No, not 90 Day. I'm talking
you're talking about Sister Wives?
No, Life After Lockup. Gypsy.
Oh no, I just watch that on YouTube. I don't watch that at all. I just watch people talking about that on YouTube.
Oh, you haven't watched Life After Lockup? Because
no, I can't watch Gypsy, you guys. I just watch y'all talk about her. I cannot watch her.
Did you watch the last video that Becca Scoops put up?
Oh yes, that was perfect.
I took some excerpts of that. I want to do some stuff with that.
Yeah, and then I was listening to you in Case last night. That was great.
Yeah, I like Case. I like Case a lot.
I do
too. He's very informative.
Very much so. And then CJB Comedy is supposed to be getting a cameo from Ryan. I cannot wait to see what he does here. Are you
kidding me? I checked into that. So I was looking at Cameo to see who was on there because I found that Gypsy Rose was on there.
Yeah, and some of the Sister Wives are on there too. I think Gabe's on there.
She's not on there, but Gypsy Rose is not on there. But she was
on there.
She was on there once upon a time ago, apparently. I took a screenshot.
That's ridiculous.
I took a screenshot and it looked like she was on there once upon a time ago. But no,
I don't think Ken's gonna marry her. Absolutely not. Unless there's some sort of money involved, then he might.
Well, there's money involved if they aren't married.
Right. Well, yeah.
Because of the baby. I think he would end up with the baby.
Yeah. And I think that'd probably be the best situation here.
He would get child payments, like,
Yeah, like
child support.
Yeah.
He would get child support, and I don't know what's gonna be. I didn't get to watch the end of it yet, so don't give it up, anybody. But yeah, I usually watch it on Rumble, night combos on Rumble. They usually give it to me. Buddy, stop yelling
Love
at me, man.
hubby and them.
Yeah,
Kudos to them.
hubby and lovey and hubby. Yeah, I like them. I like them. Yeah.
Well, I like anybody that sounds like me. You know, if you talk like cornbread, you're good with me.
Yeah, I like them a lot. Anyway, what else? What else do you want to talk about?
Let's see. I just wanted to say when they were doing, I think it was the second episode, and Christine said when they were grieving, talking about that, she said, "I don't know how to grieve. I know how to clean. I don't know how to grieve. I know how to cook." And that hit me so hard because in that moment I understood that. My house is just now, after all these years, getting to the point where it's not impeccably clean.
Really?
Yeah, and that hit me hard because I'm absolutely like that. I don't know how to grieve. I push, push, push. And so when Janelle knelt down and really just gave herself right there at the funeral, that was so touching because that felt like closure. I felt that for her. That was beautiful.
Yeah. So this, and you told me about this actually, and I did see it when I watched last week's episode about all the money that was donated, and that we are a part of that, guys. We're definitely a part of that.
Yep.
We donated. I forget that we have the receipt in the community pages. And you know, for any videos we do about Sister Wives, we'll always give for Garrison, whether it be I liked giving it to the one that he was at in Flagstaff. That's the one that we gave to. So
that's not the one they had on the show, but still, there's so many that were
around. Well, they were all
all over the country. I mean, I even donated to the one here in his name in my little town, right? So
right.
Yeah, but as soon as I saw that on the episode, I immediately texted Tawny. I was like, "We did that." Everybody that watched one of those videos was a part of that. You guys, we're amazing.
Yep, I agree.
Love
It
what we're
wasn't all
doing over
that
here
much
on
money,
YouTube.
but it was a part of the bigger thing. And as the channel gets bigger, you know, we're going to give more money. You know, the channel gave away like $3,200 last year because we gave
amazing
$1,700 for the Justice for Corey Fund, and that was in August of last year, July of last year. And then we gave, I forget what I gave, was it 2,700 that we just gave? I don't remember.
Yeah,
it was
for Gypsy, right?
Not for Gypsy. I mean, there was, I think, 700 for Gypsy.
Yeah, okay.
And then there was not for Gypsy, for wheelchairs.
And, on the Gypsy videos.
There was another animal rescue that we gave. That's where I got Danny. Danny will do that. And then there was Make-A-Wish. That was the Make-A-Wish. I'm sorry. We gave for Gypsy with the Make-A-Wish. There was 5 foundations that we donated to that are on the thing, and it ended up being a substantial amount of money.
Yeah, it was a good feeling.
Yeah.
I tell you, numbers don't do good in my brain. They just run around in there. I can't settle on them.
Yeah, that's why I have an accountant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
For sure.
But yeah, so that's about it.
Yeah.
You think it's hilarious that he doesn't want to marry her? You know what I think is hilarious about Laura? I'll tell you what I think is hilarious. What I think is hilarious is that he doesn't even seem to want to spend any time with her.
Right.
Like he has been distant since that kid's been born. Has he even put up anything about Mother's Day in regards to Gypsy?
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she put up the damn shirt she bought for herself and her kid that, like,
it is not our, oh my goodness. I'll tell you, I'm really worried for Aurora. I'm worried for that baby, y'all.
Man, that's nothing better happened to that baby, because I'm telling you that there's a lot of people that would go after the parole board and go after the authorities, because if we could see from this far away that there's something to be concerned about, then they should have seen that there's something that they could have been concerned about.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
So
absolutely. So yeah.
So that's about all I got, man. That's about all I got
Same
going
here. I
on.
sure appreciate you letting me hop on here and chat with you.
I had a good time. I had a great time.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna have to do this again. And where are you, Jamie, as far as your subscribers go? Guys, Milk, Honey, and Mayhem, please.
I think I've got
like, subscribe,
14.
and share to Milk, Honey, and Mayhem.
Yeah,
and
please come over and check it out.
And Jay's channel, Guilty of Crime, and everybody
Absolutely.
And Milo.
Yeah.
Milo, please. Give my
Jay
son
does true crime, great stuff. I usually do history, but next week I'm working on a true crime case here in town that's got $1 million reward for it.
Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I could use $1 million, so I'm gonna try to sleuth it out for this Sunday's video for everybody. See if we can't get together and help this family out.
Oh, very cool. I'm excited about that. Yeah. Guys, check out her channel, Milk, Honey, and Mayhem.
Absolutely. Appreciate
all right,
y'all.
guys. I'm gonna call it because I got dogs that are waiting to go OUT apparently.
Absolutely.
So
all right.
Here. All right, I'll speak to you later.
To everybody.
Thanks all right, Jamie, take care. Bye, guys. Thank you, guys. Okay, see you later.
See ya.
See you later.